Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a video for today, this one's going to be doing another Let's Chit Chat video for today. We're going to be going over a bunch of stuff we're going to be reviewing this week, lots of content, lots of different TV shows and game reviews coming up this week, so let's get into it. So, hope you guys have had a fantastic week. We had a lot of great content on the channel this week. We had some Walking Dead discussion videos, some Walking Dead Q&As, we had lots of Stranger Things discussion videos this week. We've been doing a lot of videos on that. We had the opening minutes for this season. We had the spin-off announcement for Stranger Things. Lots of Stranger Things stuff going on. There was even some behind-the-scenes issues that we talked about. If you also didn't see that video, it's pretty crazy. And there's a lot of different stuff going on for that one. We've also discussed the brand new Vince Gilligan series, Pluribus. The first 2 episodes reviews are out on the channel right now. We just wrapped up Lost Season 3 on the channel, so that was a big one. Wrapped that one up this week. Finally, was very glad to get that one finished up. It took us a little bit longer than expected, but we got it done. We also discussed the new Dispatch episodes 5 and 6, so you can check that out on the channel as well. And I'm trying to think of everything else we did here, because there was a lot of stuff going down. There was a lot of different stuff going down. There was episode 2 of It, Welcome to Derry, which was a fantastic second episode there. And yeah, really good time, really good stuff, lots of content, lots of different discussion videos, and lots of different variety here this week. We had a lot of different stuff happening. And again, lots of Stranger Things videos leading up to this final season. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But I want to talk about, obviously, some upcoming stuff, some stuff we have coming up this week. And obviously, we capped off the week here with the newest episode of World Gone Mad, which we'll discuss later in the video. World Gone Mad Season 5, Episode 2 of my own Apocalypse series, of course. So definitely make sure to check that one out. Hope you guys have been enjoying the lengths this season as well, too. There's been some longer episodes, which will not be a regular thing for the show, but I'll go into that a little bit later. But anyway, let's talk about some of the reviews you guys can expect coming up on the channel this week, because, well, there is one thing I wanted to discuss, and you'll probably see more videos about this as the week goes on. Obviously, we heard about the GTA 6 delay, obviously, this week as well. That was a massive video we got done here as well. It kind of came as a shock to me, and it came as a shock to a lot of people, but, you know, it came as a shock to me that they would tell us a specific day that the game would come out after delaying it a second time. That's the part that kind of surprised me, admittedly. I just would have figured, like, they would have said, okay, it's delayed till later in the year, you know what I mean? And, you know, don't expect a release date until we're 100% sure. No, they came out and put out another specific release date, which is, of course, November 19th, which I'm a little bit surprised about. But yeah, November 19th, 2026 is apparently the new release date for GTA 6. So they say, you know what I mean? It's kind of difficult to trust if it is or not, but that's what they say it is, you know? Now, again, as I mentioned in that video, I am not exactly blown away by this or taken back by this like a lot of people are, because, again, you know, it's one of those situations where it's like, listen, like, you know, it's a game that is going to take them time, and if I was a developer myself, I would probably be stressing out as well, too, you know what I mean? Making a game as big as this game is going to be. It's going to be the biggest damn game in the world. I have a really big gut feeling about that. I think it's genuinely going to be the biggest game with the biggest map and the biggest story we've probably ever seen. I would be pretty certain of that at this point. It might not be as goated as like the Red Dead 2 story, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's going to be pretty legendary, honestly, when it comes out. And for that, in order for it to be legendary, it has to be done right. And that's the big thing I always say is, look, Rockstar, they laid off a lot of employees. A lot of employees are not working for them no more. And they're probably scrambling. I've heard there's still bugs in the game. I've heard the game does not run the greatest right now. That's just word of mouth, I've heard. So again, you know, take that, you know, with a grain of salt. But I've heard the game doesn't run the greatest right now. So obviously they're not going to put that out in a few months, you know what I mean? They're going to take time with it and make sure that it works. And even if it is ready by May, you know what I mean? It'll probably just be ready by May, and then, you know, they want to advertise and, you know, get people ready for it and stuff. So I get delaying it. I think the only fault that they had with this whole process is they should have never told us May 2026. They should have never done that. They should have just said 2026 in May. You know what I mean? Like this past May, they should have just said in 2026, you know? And then, you know what this week would have been? A release date. It wouldn't have been a delay. It would have been a release date. You know what I mean? So I think that would have been more preferable to them. And I think it would have been more beneficial, because I'm seeing a lot of people freaking out. And there's a lot of people that are literally, I mean, guys, I'm literally seeing like protests for the game at Rockstar. There's fans that are protesting. I'm like, you're not getting anywhere with that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get anywhere protesting for a damn game. It's a video game. You know what I mean? Like, these people, I don't even know what to say about them aside from they're crazy. I'm sorry. You can hate on what I say, but they're crazy. They're crazy. You're protesting for a game? Like, look, get your priorities straight, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your priorities straight. Come on. The game will be here eventually, you know what I mean? It's gonna be here eventually, you just gotta wait for it, you know? So that's my thoughts on that whole situation. And we may do more videos on it this week, because that was a big announcement, and, you know, all that stuff. So anyway, that was nuts. So that in the gaming community was definitely the biggest thing this week. That, and then obviously Dispatch episodes 5 and 6, which were fantastic episodes as well. We did a review on that on the channel as well. So, this week, in terms of reviews, we have a lot of things happening here. We've got Welcome to Derry, which airs tonight, episode 3. So expect a review either late tonight or early tomorrow for Welcome to Derry, episode 3. So that is the plan there for that show. It's been a fantastic series so far. It's been really, really good. I've really been enjoying it, and it's been scary, fun, exciting, and very just enjoyable. The characters are really good so far, so I'm really enjoying that show. So Welcome to Derry review will either be later tonight or it'll be early tomorrow, whatever I'm able to kind of squeeze in here to the schedule. That's the plan there. Now, as for this upcoming week, obviously, we're going to start with Welcome to Derry. We'll do Walking Dead Q&As, of course, as per usual in between, Walking Dead discussion videos, all that fun stuff. Then we will have, obviously, on Tuesday, which I'm not skipping out on this because we finally made it to this point. We're going to review this week Lost Season 4 as a full season. So, you can expect that about midway through the week. We just finished Season 3 on the channel, and now Season 4 is upon us. Expect this review to be a lot more lengthy than your average Lost reviews, because now that it's seasonal, there's going to be long reviews for these last 3 seasons. We're going to go in depth, we're going to talk about the episodes, we're going to talk about each one, and we're going to discuss them. I am doing seasonal reviews for the last 3 seasons of the show, mostly for time purposes, also by high demand, because there's a lot of TV shows I know you guys want me to get to, and Lost is such a lengthy show. Even though I enjoy it, I think it's definitely a smart idea for us to do it that way, for sure. So Season 4 will be seasonal, same with 5, same with 6, and then we will be starting a new series, which I do have a plan for as well. I do know what I'm going to be doing next, but I don't want to reveal that yet. So, that's the plan. Lost Season 4 this week will also be a big review. Now, we also are going to have, in addition to that, Dispatch, the double finale on Wednesday, which is going to be episodes 7 and 8. Now, I'm not 100% sure. From what I've heard from Ad Hoc and the creators of this, because I've been looking into this a little bit to kind of get some knowledge on what we're doing here, this may or may not actually be the end of Dispatch. There may not be another season, y'all. So that's a possibility we have to consider. Now, granted, they may not have known that their game was going to be as big as it is, so there might be an opportunity for them to do a second season. I would love to see it, admittedly. I think Dispatch is one of those games that could definitely go on for a good while. I think it's got the potential, and it's got the characters, and it's got the writing. You know what I mean? I think it definitely does. But the point being is that if their story and their plan was for one season, okay, that's good enough. It was a fun little journey if it was, but, you know, if there's more seasons, though, that'd be pretty awesome, you know? And I'm alright with waiting a good few years. Like, if you have to wait till 2030 for another season, I'm fine, you know what I mean? I'm good with that, because I know they're working on, like, a fantasy game and stuff. I'm definitely keeping track of Ad Hoc now, you know, for now on. You can bet your ass on that one. I am definitely doing that. They're like the new Telltale for me, you know what I mean? They're the new Telltale, the new choice-based games and stuff. Great writing, great storytelling. I'm definitely keeping up with them there. We might even check out this fantasy game if it piques my interest, you know what I mean? So, definitely going to keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I mean, Ad Hoc, all I can say is you should take Wolf Among Us too. You should claim it. You should get the rights for it, because I feel like they would actually put the damn game out finally. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll have to see. Wolf Among Us 2 is still an up-in-the-air game, so we'll have to see there. But, yeah, that's the plan there, though. Dispatch on Wednesday, so that'll be it tonight/tomorrow, something like that. Lost on Tuesday. Dispatch on Wednesday. Thursday, that'll probably just be a normal upload day. And then Friday, we will have, of course, Pluribus, episodes 3 and... Actually, no, I think it's just 3. I keep thinking there's going to be 2 episodes, but I'm mixing that up with Dispatch. Pluribus will have 1 episode a week now. There was a double premiere this past week. Now it's going to be episodes week to week. Now, for Pluribus, this is Vince Gilligan's new series, the guy that makes Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. So that's why we're reviewing this. Not only that, it's a fantastic first few episodes. episodes. It's led by Rhea Seehorn, who is one of the main actors on Better Call Saul as well, too. She played Kim Wexler. She plays Carol here on this show, and it's a really good series so far. It's a really interesting premise. It's kind of like an apocalypse. It's kind of like a horror series mixed with like some comedy and sci-fi elements kind of mixed in there. And I think that's the genre, is like sci-fi horror, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the vibe they go for here. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic series so far. I've really enjoyed it. The first episode is honestly one of my favorite pilots I've seen this year. It's really good. And they did a really good job introducing the world and everything around it. The second episode was definitely a lot more slower than the first one, but as I said in the review, I think it's story building, you know what I mean? And I think they've done a good job at establishing the world in both of these first two episodes. So I think it's been a really good opener to the show. So we will be reviewing that on Friday as well, too. Definitely going to be doing more reviews on that. And I definitely can't wait to hear you guys' opinions on that stuff as well. So that is all of the content in terms of what I'm expecting to be doing here. Walking Dead Q&A videos, regular Walking Dead videos like usual. Probably some Stranger Things I'm going to squeeze in there for sure. I have a ranking video for Stranger Things I actually want to do. So you may catch that this week as well, too, if I can get the free chance. You know what I mean? And then in terms of reviews, Welcome to Derry, Lost Season 4, Dispatch final 2 episodes of Season 1 or of the series, and Pluribus episodes 3. So that's the vibe there. That's the scoop. That's what you guys can expect for content and reviews this week. And Walking Dead, Stranger Things videos mixed in between, stuff like that. And then maybe GTA if I have, other topics here and there. So that's the vibe there. But anyway, let's talk about the other thing that came out this week, World Gone Mad, Season 5, Episode 2 now. Episode 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was very fun to release this one. This one, we got into Ziltramite. We got into a lot of things happening. I won't spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but it's been a very exciting journey this season so far, telling the story in the way that we've told it, because it's a very time-focused season. We're focusing on time in a way that we have never seen it before, and I'm sure you guys have noticed, it is a different way of telling a story than we're used to for World Gone Mad. We've never really told the story in this fashion. There's a lot of TV shows that do time stories, and I don't think they do them good. World Gone Mad has tested the waters with this one this season, and I think it's worked out very good. I've heard a lot of great feedback from you guys, which I'm happy about. That's actually why this first half of the season took damn near a year to come out, is because I was very much hard at work with my co-writer Matt, making sure that the time story worked this season, because if you mess up timelines or if you don't tell it correctly, it can all be the fall apart of your storytelling, you know what I mean? So with this season, we went for a very different approach in the way we introduced Ziltramite to all of you guys, the viewers, and you're kind of learning about it as you kind of go. It's kind of like peeling an onion, you know what I mean? And you're kind of getting more information as you go, and you're going to continue getting more information as you go until you realize exactly what's going on, which you will get that download as well. It's been a really fun season. This episode mostly focused on Ashley and Dave and Kezia. Those are kind of our big characters for this one, and we saw kind of a split of sides here, because we saw, and this was kind of the way the episode was structured, right? It was Ashley, which is the one that's kind of on the fence about Ziltramite. We have Dave that's all against Ziltramite. He doesn't want nothing to do with it. And then you got Kezia that's all in on Ziltramite. You get what I'm saying? So it was kind of like Dave is so far down one way, he's like, hell no. Kezia's like, oh yeah, I'm in, I'm in, and 100%, 110%. And then you got Ashley that's right in the middle here, you know what I mean? And one of my fabulous art makers, Rowdy, one of the great fans of the show, created an artwork for this week's episode, and I love it so much. It's awesome. You've got Ashley in the middle, and you got Dave and Kezia kind of split on both sides, you know what I mean? So very cool art from him, and very, very much like his arts. Check out the World Gone Mad Instagram and join the World Gone Mad Discord server if you haven't, because there's a lot of artworks that he's made for the show that I've been posting in there that I think look really, really cool. So very fun stuff. And I know you guys have been reviewing the show as well. There's been some of you reacting to the show. Fantastic. Love seeing it. It's absolutely great to see. And it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, glad you guys enjoyed episode 2. Episode 3 upcoming this week. All I can say about this episode is we're in the middle of a prison break. You know what I'm saying? So I have to see where episode 3 goes. But I would like to share a sneak peek of episode 3 right now. Check it out. Back in Halliburton, we see Rob playing guitar as he's strumming, but then he remembers something that happened in the past. As he then snaps out of it and keeps playing his guitar. Oh man, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson seems like he's got some stuff going on with him. He's got like some kind of past he's thinking about. So we'll have to see what's going on there. Yeah, if you know Mr. Johnson well enough in the franchise, you may have an idea of what he's been through. Rob Johnson, as I've mentioned many times before, is a very important character of the franchise. I know a lot of people have asked me before. They're like, "Hey Dan, he's the lead of World Gone Mad: The Prey. How long is he going to be in World Gone Mad for? Timeline wise?" And I'm like, well, you'll have to see. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. You'll have to see. Mr. Johnson is very important to the franchise, and I would consider him a great guest in Season 5 of World Gone Mad. He is a massive crossover we have this season, because that is the man that leads the Prey. So, there you go. If you didn't know that already, I'll inform you this way. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever wondered what my spinoff is, World Gone Mad: The Prey, this new guy, Rob Johnson, that leads the rebellion that we are in Season 5, that is the Rockstar. The Rockstar Rob Johnson, that is his series, The Prey. That's why you've probably seen some key arts of, somebody playing guitar and stuff. There you go. Because I've had some people tell me, they're like, Dan, is The Prey worth watching? Well, if you like Rob in the original series, you're probably going to enjoy this spin-off series. That's all I can say. It's all about him, and it's all about his story and the way it kind of all goes with the franchise. It's a very big story we tell with him. They're smaller episodes, but it's a very fun story, and there's a lot of things that you will see in The Prey. The Prey returns actually literally here next month with Season 4, so that's going to be exciting as well too. That spinoff continuing the Rob Johnson story. That's kind of the plan there. So, yeah, lots of great stuff, y'all. In terms of Episode 3, all I can say is we're in a prison break, we are in an escape, and we'll have to see if we can get out. That's the plan there. But yeah, no, glad you guys enjoyed Episode 2. Season 5 has been so much fun to release to you guys. I've been looking forward to releasing this season for so long, and it's fun to, be in the season now week to week. Well, yeah, Episode 3, that'll be fun. Episode 3 is an hour and 13 minutes, by the way. So we got another pretty beefy episode, as I'm sure you guys can tell. Y'all kind of see why it took me a year to get this season done. Every damn episode's over an hour long. So I'm making sure y'all are eating good for the time that we were away for the show. Yeah, that is that. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the reviews this week for all the TV shows. Welcome to Derry, Pluribus, Lost, stuff like that, even Dispatch for that final few episodes. Gonna be a fun time, and more Walking Dead videos and Stranger Things videos in between. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.